Hi there, Save with Crypto here. Okay, so it's Friday, so this is time to do the stuff with MultiversX. I'm also going to take out the rewards from my ZPAY staking here. And then what my plan is this week is not to do what I've been doing in the past few weeks, which is like reinvesting in the XExchange type things, but I'm actually going to use HTM protocol. And I'm also not going to lock, or rather, I'm not going to relock any of my XMEX either. First of all, it probably makes sense to go to the XExchange, so let's do that. Okay, well, this is nice to see us being like 41 grand, because, you know, a few weeks ago that was under 20 grand, which is really depressing. And now it's not. So what we got here, we got like $9.43 of liquid assets, okay, and then in the locked tokens we've got $19,548 dollars worth of XMEX, okay, and that unlocks on October the 22nd 2027, and that's how that's going to stay. Okay, let's do the boosted rewards. Okay, this looks pretty good. $105 worth of XMEX, $14 of XMEX there, some wrapped EGLD, little bits of other stuff. Okay, let's have it anyway. Okay, this is the first batch of 5 transactions to sign, then another 9. Okay, so hopefully we'll see the energy increase, maybe the league position, or maybe not, and also just the amount of stuff we've got. The liquid assets went up very slightly, but of course what we can do is the meta bonding. So we can claim all that. And it's just one transaction to sign for that. And of course, we've also got the meta staking where there might be a little bit there. So let's check that out. So yeah, some UTK there. I'm going to have that. And there's some ZPAY there. Not much. Let's have it anyway. And that's about it. Okay, so we've now got $113 worth of liquid tokens. So you see now in the locked tokens, we've now got the main amount unlocking on October the 22nd, 2027, and this lot unlocking on November the 21st, 2027. Now what I've been doing before, I've been basically re-energizing these ones, which moves the date another month into the future. I don't want to do that anymore. So we'll get some kind of payday in 2027. Okay, so that's what I'm doing there. Also going to harvest the ZPAY farm here, $66 there, harvest that. And of course the actual staking in the shopping pool as well. So claim. Oh, and by the way, I have got a ZPAY video to do that I'm going to do very shortly, because there's been some like really good news. I just want to make sure they actually achieve what they said they were going to do, because it might be a bit of a disappointing video if it isn't, but I'm hopeful it will be. So look out for that in the next couple of days. Meanwhile, I still think ZPAY is an absolute steal at the current prices, and I've got bags of it. So don't say I didn't tell you, okay? All right. Okay, cool. So let's go and see what we got in the XExchange. Okay, so we now got $195 worth of liquid tokens to play with, which includes only 44 cents of HTM. Now what I want to do, I want to get it so I've got about 15% HTM and the rest of it in EGLD. So I'm going to do some swapping. I won't bother making a video for this, but basically all I'm going to do is just, you know, pick on various things like UTK. And I'm going to swap it into either EGLD or HTM and try and get that ratio as I want it. Okay, so I did that, and I've now got $153 worth of EGLD and 37 of HTM protocol, which is about right, isn't it? It's about like, I don't know, 15-20% or whatever. I do actually want it to be more like 20%, and I'll explain why later. Now, the other thing I might do is over in the meta staking, some of these where they're not the boosted ones, I might just withdraw them, because for example, HTM protocol here, you know, it's not doing very much, 10% APY, and there's not really much there. So I think that one I'm going to withdraw that. So once again, it'll be 10 days before I can do anything with that. And also the same about this ZPAY here. Let's withdraw that, because I now think that can be used somewhere else. I might even withdraw this BAT as well. It's only $16, but let's have it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to leave the RIDE, the Ethereum, the UTK, and the CRT. Okay, so I can do something with those in about 10 days time, which is going to be about Christmas Day, so that will give me something to do then. Okay, so that's that for the XExchange. I do want to do some changes over on the XPortal, so let's just go over there to do that. Now what I'm going to do here is quite radical, and it might surprise a lot of people, but over in the Earn, okay, I've got EGLD staked in Castle Stake, Galaxy Staking, and Rosetta Stake. Now I am actually going to unstake the larger ones, so Castle Stake and Rosetta Stake. I'm going to leave Galaxy Staking because that's the one I was using for the 2K challenge, and at the moment I haven't quite decided the best thing for that. Now when I unstake, I know that there will be an unbonding period, but I do want a bit of EGLD to play with meanwhile, so I'm actually going to do claims on these two. So claiming on Castle Stake and also claiming on Rosetta Stake. Okay, and here comes the radical part. So Castle Stake, I'm going to unstake maximum, so that's 194 EGLD. Okay, so this says I understand that I will be able to withdraw my funds in 10 days. Okay, so yeah, goodbye Castle Stake. Okay, and Rosetta Stake, I'm also going to do the same. This one here is 107 EGLD unstake. So that's that. Okay, so the next part of the strategy is going to involve HTM protocol. Now I did actually do some experimenting with this last week, and I did actually go through the process just to make sure I knew what I was doing. I'll tell you very briefly what I'm doing, but I'll cover this in the next video. But what I'm doing is I'm staking EGLD in the HTM protocol lending platform. Okay, so it's actually there as collateral for people who want loans. Now by doing so, you get 4.57%. In addition, because the actual EGLD is staked here, you get 10.92%. So overall, the APY I'm going to get from this is going to be greater than I was getting with the staking on exporting. The other advantage is the fact that I will be able to take out loans using my collateral without really touching my collateral. Now I think that's going to be really useful for trading opportunities within the MultiversX ecosystem. But yeah, that's going to be the next MultiversX video. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed and make sure you've got the notifications set on all. If you haven't got XPortal at the moment, do use my link, because I think you get an extra bit of EGLD if you do that. Do like the video, of course, leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.